Listen, accountability is the cornerstone of any healthy society. And I say that because it ensures that individuals, institutions, and leaders are held responsible for their actions. And we are living in a crazy time in society where everybody is so hyper connected, right?
We did it. The moment we came together and started grinding, we intertwined, put a mind together, defeat the odds. Now it's only right we shine together.
Right? But it seems like the concept of accountability is increasingly becoming difficult. You feel what I'm saying? So on this channel, what I do is I offer a different mindset as it applies to news, religion, hip hop, and politics. So feel free to subscribe. You know, I'm looking at things going too far. You know, it's like people are creating a culture of fear. They're creating a culture of public shaming. You feel what I'm saying? They are allowing misconduct to keep up, and no one is getting real consequences. You understand what I'm saying? Social media has made it so easy and so convenient for people who not tough, for people who ain't never shot a gun, for people who ain't never did nothing in their life to get on and talk like they the biggest and baddest wolf in town. You feel what I'm saying? And then, you know, you looking at technology, right? So then you look on the other hand, technology is amplifying the lack of accountability. I'm telling you, man, social media is giving ordinary people a platform to talk like they so brave when you can tell that they not. You can just see how they move. You can see how they use their words. You can listen to their sentences and you know they not about that life, but they can talk like they tough. You feel what I'm saying? It's really getting irritating. But also on the other side of things, you know what I mean? You got people on social media who, you know, they are basically exposing a lot of wrongdoing. You know, and a lot of this wrongdoing has been consistently ignored in the past. You know, I be looking at the news and man, it's nothing but a landfill of waste. You feel? I'm talking about just social media slop. People talking about nothing. I'm looking at people who standing for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? They are standing for absolutely nothing on social media right now. Some individuals, like I said, they just be exposing wrongdoing, right? And a lot of that wrongdoing for years was ignored. And even sometimes now, when it's exposed, people are still ignoring it. You feel what I'm saying? I be seeing corporate scandals. I be seeing all this social injustice. I be seeing law enforcement escalating and taking it too far. I be just seeing too much. But I'm noticing that public pressure only comes with certain individuals. You feel what I'm saying? We need really a massive shift where public pressure is forcing a lot of these powerful individuals, a lot of these powerful institutions to answer for their actions. But it seems like they got so much money and they got so much power, they don't have to feel like they have to be accountable. You feel what I'm saying? It's like that sense of accountability is lost. I'm looking at all these congressmen. I'm looking at these people in positions of power, and they don't move with transparency. They it's like they gangbangers. You know, so you know how like people in different gangs, they get a bad rap. You feel what I'm saying? But these politicians, they are in a position, whether they Democratic, Republican, non-conservative, whatever side of that ideological spectrum they on, they playing politics and making decisions that destroy people's life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, we are living in a horrible time of cancel culture. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, people, they get judged so harshly for mistakes. And sometimes those mistakes are decades old. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, man, what are you really doing? What are you really thinking? What is your life like? You know what I'm saying? Like, people have room to grow, right? People have, they grow, they can redeem themselves, right? Because redemption ain't never, only now in American society will they teach you that a person that look like this can't redeem themselves. When, if you know the history of this country, look at what the people did. They did the most horrible, the most barbaric things. And then while they worked people to death, what they did is called them lazy while they worked them until they was no longer on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they have done a psychological job on my people, man. We can't wait to destroy each other. You know, I was just looking at Dr. Umar Johnson, and that's the reason why I'm making this video. I see all of these people going in on Dr. Umar Johnson, right? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a vision in your mind and then you were working toward trying to make that vision a reality, but then you fell short? Have you ever had that? Have you ever came up short when you was trying to do something? You know that happens all the time, right? So it just makes me so confused at how people are harshly judging individuals who are tripping and stumbling along the way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, man, public opinion right now is being driven by viral outrage, and is leading to a lot of individuals at war with each other. Is making individuals lose their career. Is making individuals lose a positive reputation even before the facts are fully presented. We are living in a punitive environment, and it discourages honest dialogue. It makes individuals kind of fear for expressing a real opinion because somebody who never been through nothing want to speak like they've been through everything, and it's like they drunk a bowl of bravery because they sit behind a camera and they say things that they know would get them off of this planet and in a cemetery in a split second, and then they say it like they really about that life, like they really pulling out ratchets and doing what they got to do on the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they ain't even built like that. They don't even put no pressure on nobody. You feel what I'm saying? They not even built like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody who talk tough, not tough. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody got the stereotype of what tough sounds like. And everybody is tough and everybody's a monster until they meet a monster, until they meet somebody who tough, and then they see that, oh man, I kind of fall short. You feel what I'm saying? But we are living in a time where people feel like they powerful individuals. I see all these organizations that are running things. I see all of these Fortune 500 companies that are doing things. I see all of these congressmen. I see all of these judges. I see all these law enforcement individuals who are making decisions, and those decisions have no consequences because we are dealing with a system that was specifically designed to harm your people. They exploit loopholes. They leverage influence. They evade responsibility. They live a life of lack of accountability. And this cycle is perpetuated, and it creates injustice. It creates inequality. It creates a situation where people who don't have money, people who are at the lowest of the low, they can't even fight their way up. And then you got these content creators who, you know, they have their own hook or crook type of mentality where it's, oh yeah, just take my course. Oh yeah, just do this. Oh yeah, just do that. And they know they lying to you, but they trying to get you. They trying to hook you so that you can just give them their money because they just trying to shine. They came out of nothing too. They came from nothing. So they just want to act like they sharing with you secret type of knowledge where they really just trying to pull as much money from you that they can. It's like, it's no balance in life right now. So I'm jumping on to talk about accountability because look, accountability got to be firm. It got to be consistency. It got to be fair. It got to be restorative. You feel what I'm saying? It should be aimed not only to those who are, you know, doing wrong, but it should be a space that encourages growth, learning, systemic change. You understand what I'm saying? And so many people are cowards right now. Nobody is speaking up. Everybody is so locked in their own struggle. They paying taxes. They living below the average income. You know, the lowest average income to make it where you are somebody, I think it's about $12,000. You got what I'm saying? They living below that poverty line. So they are dedicated in the struggle. They trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? And then some people who came from nothing, they willing to do anything so that they can always be up. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man, accountability should not be about fear. It shouldn't be about punishment. It should be about building a world or building a society, especially in America, with all this horrible injustice and all of the inequality in America, especially how they do black people, and then try to ignore the elephant in the room. Look, it should be building a society where responsibility leads to progress. But we are living in a country that are divided states, and then they lie to you and say that these are United States. These are not the United States. These are divided states. You feel what I'm saying? So the question is not whether we need accountability, but it's like, look, how do we gain accountability? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because, man, it seems like people are not given a chance to redeem themselves. And then when they are in a space where they built all this financial might, they try to act as if they did it by themselves. They pulled themselves up when they not looking at a system that was specifically designed. It was specifically designed for one people by a certain people, and everybody else was supposed to be the burden bearers of that society. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's too many times that's happening. A lack of accountability is getting on my nerves. Had to let it be known. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out.
We did it. We did it. The moment we came together and started grinding, we intertwined, put a mind together.